All right, so you sent over a really fascinating mix of material for this deep dive on AI and society.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got reports from organizations like the OECD.
Uh-huh.
We've got some in-depth articles from experts at MIT and Harvard,
Right.
and even some pieces from some pretty prominent AI experts.
Yeah.
And it seems like you want to really get a solid grasp, not just on what AI is, but its real-world impact,
Yeah.
where the opportunities are,
Right.
where the risks might be,
Yeah.
and maybe even get a glimpse into what the future holds.
Exactly.
So let's dive right in.
Sounds good.
Um, One thing that I found really interesting is that
Yeah.
we're already surrounded by AI,
Right.
even if we don't always realize it.
Absolutely. I mean, think about the last time you used your phone's GPS or
Yeah.
streamed a movie recommendation.
Uh-huh.
That's AI quietly working behind the scenes.
Yeah, it's true. We tend to think of AI as something futuristic,
Right.
like robots and spaceships, but
Yeah.
it's already woven into the fabric of our lives.
Yeah. It really is, and it's evolving at an incredible pace. I mean, the OECD report that you sent predicts that by 2030, AI could contribute a whopping 14%
Wow.
to the global GDP.
14%?
Yeah,
That's significant.
it
I mean,
is.
clearly this is not just some tech trend. This
Right.
is something that is going to reshape the world.
Absolutely a major societal shift.
Yeah, but before we go any further, I think it's important to make sure that we're all on the same page about what we mean by AI.
Yeah,
It's a term that gets thrown around a lot, but it encompasses a wide range of
a
technology.
very wide range.
Yeah, so how would you define it?
You're right. It's not just about robots and science fiction scenarios.
Right.
The OECD defines AI as any machine-based system that can, for a given set of human-defined objectives, make predictions, recommendations, or decisions influencing real or virtual environments.
Okay, that's a helpful definition.
Yeah,
So essentially any system that can analyze information and make decisions based on that analysis
exactly.
could be considered AI.
Yeah.
It seems like machine learning is one of the key drivers behind the recent explosion of AI applications.
Uh-huh.
Can you tell us a little bit more about what makes machine learning so powerful?
Well, machine learning has really taken off in the last decade thanks to a confluence of factors.
Okay,
We have access to massive amounts of data now,
right.
the computing power to process it,
Yeah.
and sophisticated algorithms, particularly neural networks, which allow these systems to learn and improve over time.
Okay, I've heard of neural networks, but I admit I don't really understand how they work.
Yeah,
Can you break it down for us?
absolutely. Imagine a network of interconnected nodes, kind of like the neurons in your brain.
Okay.
Each node receives input, processes it, and then passes it on to other nodes.
Uh-huh.
By adjusting the connections between these nodes,
Okay.
the network can learn to recognize patterns, make predictions,
Wow.
and even generate creative output.
So it's a system that learns from experience,
Exactly.
much like the human brain,
Uh-huh.
but on a much larger and faster scale.
That's right.
No wonder it's having such a transformative impact.
Right.
So let's talk about some of the ways AI is being used to tackle real-world problems.
Okay.
One area that I'm particularly excited about is healthcare.
Yeah, absolutely. The potential of AI to improve healthcare is immense.
Yeah.
One example is in diagnostics.
Okay.
AI-powered systems are being developed that can analyze medical images like X-rays and MRIs
Uh-huh.
with remarkable accuracy.
Wow.
In some cases, they can even detect subtle abnormalities that might be missed by human radiologists.
That's incredible.
Yeah,
It sounds like AI could be a game changer for early detection and diagnosis, potentially saving countless lives.
absolutely. And it goes beyond diagnostics.
Really?
AI is also being used to develop personalized treatment plans,
Okay.
taking into account a patient's individual genetic makeup, lifestyle factors, and medical history.
Wow.
Imagine a future where treatments are tailored to each person,
Yeah.
maximizing their effectiveness and minimizing side effects.
That's a powerful vision of a future where healthcare is more precise, more effective, more personalized.
Great.
What other fields are seeing significant impacts from AI?
Another area where AI is making a big difference is in addressing climate change.
Okay.
One of the most pressing challenges we face is reducing our reliance on fossil fuels.
Right.
AI is being used to develop smart grids
Uh-huh.
that can balance energy supply and demand more efficiently,
Okay.
minimizing waste and promoting the use of renewable energy sources.
So AI can help us move towards a more sustainable energy future?
Exactly.
Are there other ways it's being utilized to combat climate change?
Yes, AI is also being deployed in various sectors to optimize resource management.
Okay.
For example, in agriculture,
Uh-huh.
AI-powered systems can analyze data on soil conditions, weather patterns, and crop yields
Wow.
to help farmers make more informed decisions about irrigation, fertilization, and pest control.
Okay.
This can lead to significant increases in crop yields while reducing the environmental impact of farming.
It's fascinating to see how AI can be applied to such a wide range of problems, from improving human health to tackling global challenges like climate change.
It is.
But I know there are also concerns about the potential downsides of AI.
Sure.
So let's shift gears now and talk about some of the risks.
Of course, it's important to acknowledge that any powerful technology comes with potential risks.
Right.
One of the biggest concerns with AI is the possibility of job displacement.
Uh-huh.
As AI systems become more sophisticated, they're capable of automating tasks that were previously done by humans.
This is a concern that we hear a lot about,
Yeah,
the fear that robots will take our jobs.
right.
How significant is the risk of job displacement from AI?
Well, the McKinsey Global Institute predicts that by 2030, automation could displace up to 375 million workers globally.
375 million.
Yeah,
That's a staggering figure
it is a huge number.
that demands we start thinking seriously about how to prepare for this shift.
Absolutely.
What can we do to mitigate the negative impacts of AI on the workforce?
Well, there are several things we can do.
Okay.
First, we need to invest in education and retraining programs
Uh-huh.
to help workers acquire the skills they need for the jobs of the future.
Okay.
Second, we need to create new opportunities in fields where AI is creating demand,
Such as?
such as data science, AI development, and AI ethics.
Okay.
And third, we need to consider policies that provide a safety net for workers who are displaced by automation,
Okay.
such as universal basic income or other forms of social support.
It sounds like a multifaceted approach is needed to address the challenges of AI-driven job displacement.
Yeah.
We need to be proactive in preparing for the future of work in an AI-powered world.
Absolutely.
Are there other risks associated with AI that we should be aware of?
Yes, another concern is the potential for AI systems to perpetuate or even amplify existing societal biases.
Can you elaborate on that?
Sure.
How can AI systems be biased?
Well, AI systems are trained on data.
Right.
And if that data reflects existing biases in society,
Uh-huh.
the AI system will learn and replicate those biases in its decision-making.
Okay.
For example, if an AI system is trained on data that predominantly features images of white men,
Right.
it might be less accurate at recognizing images of women or people of color.
So it's not that the AI itself is inherently biased,
Right.
but it can inherit biases from the data it's trained on.
Exactly.
What can we do to address this issue?
It's crucial to ensure that the data used to train AI systems is diverse and representative of the populations that will be affected by those systems.
Okay.
We also need to develop algorithms that are robust to bias and can detect and mitigate bias in the data.
So we need to be mindful of both the data and the algorithms to ensure that AI systems are fair and equitable.
Absolutely.
It's clear that there are both tremendous opportunities and potential pitfalls associated with AI.
Yeah.
As we continue our deep dive, I'm curious to explore how we can navigate these complexities and harness the power of AI for good while mitigating the risks.
Yeah, that's the challenge, isn't it?
It-
We'll delve deeper into that in the next part of our exploration.
Okay, sounds good.
Looking forward to it.
Me too.
Welcome back to our deep dive into AI and society.
So we've laid out some of the potential benefits and risks of AI,
Uh-huh.
but I'm really interested in hearing more about how AI is actually being used to solve problems
Right.
in the real world.
Yeah.
You mentioned healthcare earlier.
Yeah.
Are there any specific examples that you can share?
Absolutely. One area where AI is making a real difference is in the development of new drugs and therapies.
Okay.
Traditionally, drug discovery has been a very time-consuming and expensive process,
Right.
often taking years and billions of dollars to bring a new drug to market.
Yeah.
AI is changing that.
How so?
Well, AI-powered systems can analyze massive data sets of biological information,
Okay.
including genomic data, clinical trial data, and scientific literature,
Uh-huh.
to identify promising drug candidates and predict their effectiveness.
Wow.
This can significantly accelerate the drug discovery process,
Okay.
potentially leading to faster cures for diseases that currently have no effective treatments.
That's incredible to think about using AI to accelerate the search for cures.
Yeah.
Are there any specific examples of this in action?
Yes, there are several companies and research institutions that are using AI for drug discovery.
Okay.
For example, one company has developed an AI platform that was used to identify a potential drug candidate for the treatment of idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis,
Okay.
a rare and deadly lung disease.
Wow.
This drug candidate is now in clinical trials, and if successful, it could provide a much-needed treatment option for patients with this devastating condition.
It's amazing to see how AI is being harnessed to push the boundaries of medical innovation.
It really is.
What other advancements in healthcare are being driven by AI?
Another area where AI is making a big impact is in personalized medicine.
Okay.
As I mentioned earlier, AI can be used to develop treatment plans that are tailored to an individual's unique genetic makeup, lifestyle, and environmental factors. This is a major step forward from the traditional one-size-fits-all approach to healthcare.
Yeah, it makes sense that a treatment that works well for one person might not be as effective for another.
Right.
AI seems perfectly suited to helping us move towards a more individualized approach to healthcare.
Exactly, and it's not just about tailoring existing treatments.
Oh,
AI is also being used to develop entirely new therapies
wow.
that are specifically designed for individuals based on their unique generic profiles.
Okay.
This is known as precision medicine, and it has the potential to revolutionize the way we treat diseases.
It sounds like AI is poised to transform healthcare in some really profound
It
ways.
is.
But healthcare isn't the only field where AI is making a real-world impact.
Right.
We talked earlier about how AI can be used to address climate change.
Yeah.
Can you share some specific examples of that?
Yes, one area where AI is being applied to climate change is in the development of smarter energy grids.
Okay.
Traditional energy grids are often inefficient
Uh-huh.
and rely heavily on fossil fuels.
Right.
AI can be used to create smart grids that can balance energy supply and demand in real time,
Okay.
incorporating renewable energy sources like solar and wind power,
Uh-huh.
and reducing our reliance on fossil fuels.
So AI can help us make the transition to a more sustainable energy future.
Yeah.
Are there other examples of how AI is being used to combat climate change?
AI is also being used to improve energy efficiency in buildings.
Okay.
Buildings account for a significant portion of global energy consumption,
Right.
and much of that energy is wasted due to inefficient heating, cooling, and lighting systems.
Yeah.
AI can be used to optimize these systems,
Okay.
reducing energy waste and lowering carbon emissions.
It sounds like AI can help us reduce our environmental impact in many ways.
It can.
Are there any other applications of AI that you find particularly noteworthy?
One area that I find particularly fascinating is the use of AI in transportation.
Okay.
We've already talked about self-driving cars,
Right.
but AI is also being used to improve traffic flow, optimize public transportation, and develop new modes of transportation.
Self-driving cars get a lot of attention,
They do.
but it's interesting to think about the broader impact of AI on transportation.
Yeah.
Could you give me some examples of how AI is being used to improve traffic flow?
Sure, in some cities, AI-powered systems are being used to analyze traffic patterns in real time
Okay.
and adjust traffic signals to optimize traffic flow and reduce congestion.
Okay.
This can save commuters time and money, as well as reduce fuel consumption and emissions.
That's a great example of how AI can be used to make our cities smarter and more efficient.
Yeah.
What about public transportation?
Uh-huh.
How is AI being used to improve that?
AI can be used to optimize bus and train schedules,
Okay.
making sure that they are running at the right times and frequencies to meet passenger demand.
Right.
It can also be used to provide real-time information to passengers about delays, disruptions, and alternative routes.
That's really helpful for commuters who rely on public transportation.
Yeah.
It sounds like AI has the potential to make public transportation more efficient and reliable.
It does.
Are there any completely new modes of transportation being developed using AI?
Yes, there are several companies working on developing new forms of transportation using AI, such as autonomous flying taxis and hyperloop systems.
Wow.
These technologies are still in the early stages of development, but they have the potential to revolutionize the way we travel.
It's exciting to think about the possibilities of AI in transportation.
It is.
It seems like AI is being applied to just about every industry and sector these days.
It really is.
But as we've discussed, there are also potential risks associated with AI.
Right.
How do we balance the potential beneficial AI with the need to mitigate the risks?
That's the key question. As with any powerful technology, we need to proceed with caution and make sure that AI is developed and used in a way that benefits humanity as a whole.
What steps can we take to ensure that AI is used responsibly?
Well, one important step is to develop clear ethical guidelines for the development and use of AI. These guidelines should address issues such as bias, privacy, transparency, and accountability.
It sounds like we need to have a serious conversation about AI ethics.
Absolutely. We need to engage in a thoughtful and ongoing dialogue about the ethical implications of AI,
Okay.
involving experts from a variety of fields, including technology, law, philosophy, and social science.
It's clear that AI is a powerful tool that has the potential to reshape our world in many ways.
Uh-huh.
But it's equally clear that we need to proceed with caution and make sure that AI is developed and used in a way that aligns with our values and serves the best interest of humanity.
I agree.
So in the final part of our deep dive, we'll explore some of the bigger questions that AI raises about the future of work, the nature of intelligence, and what it means to be human in an age of intelligent machines.
I look forward to it.
Welcome back to our deep dive into AI and society. We've explored the potential benefits and risks of AI, and we've seen how it's being applied in a variety of fields.
Right.
But now I want to kind of delve into some of the deeper, more philosophical questions
Yeah.
that AI raises.
Uh-huh.
One question that keeps coming up is the nature of intelligence itself.
Right.
For centuries, we've considered ourselves the most intelligent species on Earth.
Uh-huh.
But now we're creating machines that can outperform us in many areas.
Yeah.
Does this challenge our understanding of what intelligence really is?
Absolutely. It forces us to reconsider our definition of intelligence.
Okay.
Is it purely about computational power and problem-solving abilities, or is there something more to it?
Right.
Something uniquely human that machines can't replicate?
It's a question that philosophers have debated for ages.
Right.
But AI adds a whole new layer of complexity to it.
It really does.
Take, for example, the ability of AI to generate creative content.
Yeah.
We've seen AI systems compose music, write poetry, and even create original artwork.
Right.
Does this mean that AI can be truly creative, or is it simply mimicking human creativity based on the data it's been trained on?
That's a great question. It gets to the heart of what we mean by creativity.
Uh-huh.
Is it about originality, emotional
I
expression,
don't know.
or something else entirely?
Yeah.
It's possible that AI can achieve a form of creativity,
Okay.
but it might be a different kind of creativity than what we see in humans.
It's fascinating to think about the different forms that intelligence and creativity might take,
Yeah,
both in humans and in machines.
right.
Another question that AI raises is the question of consciousness.
Uh-huh.
Can machines become conscious? And if so, what would that mean?
Well, the concept of consciousness is one of the biggest mysteries in science and philosophy.
Right.
We still don't fully understand what consciousness is or how it arises in humans.
Yeah.
So it's even more challenging to determine whether machines can be conscious.
It seems like a question that might be beyond our current scientific understanding.
It might be. Some experts believe that consciousness is an emergent property of complex systems,
Okay.
and that it could potentially arise in machines that reach a certain level of complexity.
Uh-huh.
Others believe that consciousness is uniquely human and can't be replicated in machines.
It's a debate that's likely to continue for many years to come.
Probably.
But even if machines don't achieve consciousness in the same way that humans do,
Right.
they're certainly becoming more sophisticated in their ability to interact with us
Uh-huh.
and understand our emotions.
Yeah, that's right. We're already seeing AI being used in areas like customer service and mental health therapy,
Right.
where the ability to understand and respond to human emotions is essential.
It raises the question of how these interactions will shape our relationships with machines.
Yeah.
Will we come to view AI as partners or even companions?
It's certainly possible as AI systems become more sophisticated, they could become more integrated into our lives,
Uh-huh.
playing roles that were once reserved for humans.
Okay.
This could lead to new forms of human-machine relationships that we can't even imagine yet.
It's a future that's both exciting and a little bit daunting.
I agree.
As we wrap up our deep dive, I'm struck by the sheer scale of the impact that AI is having on our world
Yeah.
and the profound questions it raises about who we are and where we're headed as a species.
It's truly a transformative technology, one that's forcing us to confront some of the biggest questions about our place in the universe.
Right.
And the answers to those questions are still unfolding.
This deep dive has been an incredible journey of exploration and discovery. We've covered a lot of ground, from the practical applications of AI to the philosophical implications. What are some of your key takeaways from our conversation?
For me, one of the biggest takeaways is that AI is not just a technological advancement, it's a societal one.
Uh-huh.
It's not just about creating smarter machines, it's about understanding ourselves better.
And it's a journey that we're all on together.
Exactly. The future of AI is not predetermined. It's something that we're shaping collectively through the choices we make.
So it's up to all of us to engage in this conversation, to explore the possibilities and the challenges of AI, and to work together to create a future where AI benefits all of humanity, to you, our listener. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive. We encourage you to continue exploring, questioning, and engaging with this transformative technology. The future is ours to shape.